What's up, brothers? All right, so there's always this theory that continues to go away and then it comes back around. It's this idea that women have the upper hand in the dating scene. You know, the game is rigged. Women have all the power. I don't call that a theory. I call it a misconception. As a matter of fact, I want to give you the power. I want to empower you. I want to give you the upper hand, but I can't. The only thing I can do is give you the information that you need to give yourself the upper hand. Now, you have to understand the way the dating market works, okay? Now, anytime you go on a first date, anytime you're texting with a new woman for the first time, or maybe you're online dating, you're beginning a new relationship, anything of that nature, whether you know it or not, the two of you are negotiating a deal. You're negotiating a partnership. Now again, I can't help increase your chances. All I can do is give you the information. Now, what kind of a deal are you trying to negotiate here? Well, you have to factor in both of your wants. What do you want? What does she want? You want the sex, and she has the sex. That's just the truth, okay? If you go on a first date, and she doesn't give you the sex, it's 1 a.m., you're going home by yourself to beat your meat. She could very easily look into her phone and find one out of the 500 guys that's messaged her this week telling her how beautiful she is. And she could go get the sex from any of them if she wants to. A lot of times she probably will, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. And she wants the commitment from you. You want the sex from her, she has the sex. She wants the commitment from you, and you have the commitment. Why does she want the commitment from you? Because you are the man. You can pay the bills. You can change the tire. You can pick up heavy shit. You can walk by her side at the grocery store and creeps don't stalk her. You provide that stuff. You're the man. So partnering up with you increases her quality of life. Okay. And you're a man, so, generally speaking, 80 to 90% of the time, you're just thinking sex when you first meet her. Of course, there are some guys that are seeking commitment, and there are some women that are seeking only sex. But generally speaking, 80 to 90% of the time, this is just the way that it works. Even if you want commitment, these are still the two most influential factors when the two of you are trying to negotiate this deal and work out this partnership. Now, the reason why most guys believe that women have all the power is because these guys know they want the sex. They can't quite put it all together. They can't add these things up for some reason, but they want the sex. They know she has the sex. So they're doing whatever they can do to get the sex. And she basically just has all the power because that's the only factor that they're using. But what they don't understand is, look, if she's texting with you, if she's going out with you, if she's spending time with you, she values your commitment, okay? You might want the sex, but she wants your commitment. And your commitment is more powerful than her sex. Now, she is going to use two methods to figure out if your commitment is actually worth it and how much value your commitment actually has. Now, number one, she's going to use, her own intuition. Okay, she's going to feel you out and figure out if you're compatible, if you check the boxes. Good job, good looks, popular, powerful, whatever. Whatever the boxes, that specific woman has that she's looking for. Then she's going to use another method. And this one is pretty important. And this is why women can't resist players. Even though they fucking hate players, they can't resist players. But they're sort of, cheating their own intuition here. But if other women want you and other women want your commitment, then your commitment must have a lot of value. So she's going to use, your encounters with other women based on the way women treat you. Are other women attracted to you? Are other women trying to spend time with you? Have you been with a lot of women? Does she know this? Are other women chasing after you? When she sees this, this is going to make her understand. Now, number one, she understands that you check her boxes. And number two, she understands that you check a lot of other women's boxes too. So your commitment is very valuable. Now, like I said, I can't empower you. You have to make your own commitment valuable. All I'm doing is explaining to you how this works. And it does work this way, trust me. Now, when she knows a lot of other women want your commitment, she also knows a lot of other women are going to give you sex because you have a lot of options to get the sex from a lot of women. Okay? So this is going to make her a lot more likely to give you the sex early and often. Okay? Because she wants to keep you away from the other women. Now, a lot of women are going to watch this video and say I'm some kind of an asshole. A lot of men are going to watch this video and say I'm some kind of an asshole. So be it. I'm not here to be nice. I'm here to give you some information. If the truth hurts more than comforting lies, then I apologize for that. But that's the way the scene works. Now, as a man, it is up to you to check those boxes. Now, some guys are going to say the juice isn't worth the squeeze. You're just going to live in your mom's basement and play video games and buy a doll, and that's going to be your life. If you're satisfied with that, then so be it. If you're not satisfied with it, you have to work on checking those boxes. First of all, good looks come from working out and eating healthy. Good job comes from going out there and getting a good job. Whatever. Being a powerful man, that, you got to do that on your own. Being a popular man that's a fun guy that has a lot of stuff going on in his life, you got to make all that happen too. But when you make these happen and you have a lot of options, you are going to have the upper hand. But like I said, I can't give you the upper hand. There's no magic pill. You can't just magically have the upper hand. Okay. But if you check those boxes and you have a lot of options, you will have the upper hand. And this is probably where the 80-20 rule comes from as well. But you have every opportunity in the world to be in the top 20%. You do. That's a fact. That's more information that I'm giving to you. But like I said, I can't do it for you. You would have to do that on your own. And then when you're meeting a new woman and you're going out with a new woman and you enter this negotiation process, you have the commitment, the very, very valuable commitment, the commitment that she's been looking for that's going to increase her quality of life. You have that. And what does she have? The sex. Now, women that are watching this video, I know you're going to get mad and say, we have more than that. Okay, maybe you do. Maybe you do. But men are hardwired to chase the sex. I know you have, cool, okay, you have a great job. You have a great, your parents are really awesome and we can go visit them and, whatever. You're just an awesome girl. I get it. That's great. In the long run, that's going to be excellent. It's going to be great. But when men and women are negotiating that deal and early on in a relationship, men are hardwired to chase the sex when women are hardwired to chase the commitment. So all that other stuff you have going on doesn't really mean much because all he wants is the sex. So anyways, for all the guys, it's good to have these kind of options Because number one, you can always get the sex. And after you have the sex, you can decide, do you really want to commit? And there's nothing wrong with deciding you don't want to commit. Now, I know a lot of women out there are going to get mad at that too, because that happens a lot. You know, a lot of women give up the sex to a man who they really want to commit to, and then, you know, the truth comes out and he realizes that's all he wanted, so he leaves. I'm not condoning that. I'm not saying that that's a... You get the idea. I'm not telling anybody to do that, but it's going to happen, is all I'm saying. And for the fellas, if you want the power in a relationship, you got to check the boxes. You got to have the options. You got to understand, and you got to make it happen. You got to make your commitment more valuable than her sex. And if you do that, you have the upper hand. Hope this video was informative and insightful. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. LFA signing out.
I don't smoke, I don't drink, I just fuck hoes. Simpin' ass niggas probably really cuff hoes. On a paper chase, give a damn about a dumb hoe. If you don't like it, see your way to the front door. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I just fuck hoes. Simpin' ass niggas probably really cuff hoes. On a paper chase, give a damn about a dumb hoe. If you don't like it, see your way to the front door. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I just fuck. Hardcore, give a damn about a slut. Have her come over and she know what's up. I don't wanna watch movies, I just wanna bust a nut. She like, buy me a drink, I'm like, psych, bitch. Born tonight, but it won't last night, bitch. Looking at her like, what I look like, bitch. Young cocky nigga with a swag, would've thought it was light skin.